fun. You know, Sonya, I've always wanted to make money playing games.
Exactly, this is the kind of jobs we're visiting today.
Invite.
Let's meet. This is Vladlen. He's an esports athlete. Today, he'll tell me everything about his job.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Guys, you can't imagine how lucky I am today because I'm visiting Sergey Karjakin, world champion.
Welcome. Goodbye, myths.
Is it true that all esports athletes are very young?
People play at different ages starting from childhood. Some popular disciplines attract young people starting from, let's say, the age of 8 to 9, for example, with games such as Minecraft and so on. There are ones for adults. There are even tournaments for adult men where 40-year-old people play Counter-Strike.
Is it true that all athletes are playing the whole night instead of sleeping?
It depends on their usual daily routine. If you participate in tournaments, they often finish at night time. But if the routine is disrupted, well, yeah, it's often the case that people play all night long.
Is it true that you have to be math-minded to play chess?
Well, maybe it's not necessary, but this kind of mind will develop through the fact that you calculate lots of different combinations. And in mathematics, your brain also develops. You can calculate problems, solve problems. So yeah, they're related.
Is it true that you can play chess only when your left hemisphere of the brain is dominant?
No, I don't agree. Chess is the only game where, during a game, both cerebral hemispheres work together.
Is it true that all esports athletes make a lot of money?
I guess it depends on your results. If you're a successful athlete and win a lot of tournaments, then you definitely make a lot. In Russia, you can make $20,000 to $25,000 a month in the top organizations. But if you're at the start of your game, you have to do your best to survive.
Is it true that all chess players are introverts?
No, it's not. There are very outgoing chess players, and there are some not so open, like other people in chess. Pow wow!
When and how did you play chess for the first time?
When I was 5.5 years old, I was watching TV, and there was a bank ad of sorts, and I heard the phrase, how a pawn is promoted to a queen. I began asking my dad what a pawn and a queen are. He told me about this game called chess. We started playing, and so it began. Haven't stopped since then.
Did you go to any of the chess schools after that?
Yeah, I went to the Young Pioneer Palace. It was a funny story, actually. My dad and we'd been playing chess for a couple of months, and we were walking with my mum and passing this palace. She said, just another year, and you can join a chess group there. I remembered that phrase, and literally a few days later, when my mum and I were passing that place again, and I said, Mum, let me go to the group right now. I can't live without chess. And my mum actually brought me there, even though I was still 5.5 years old. The coach, he didn't want me to join because I was too little. But then he saw how interested I was in chess. He let me in. And so I started training.
How did you become an esports athlete and why?
Well, I started a long time ago, about 13 years ago. I'd just been playing video games with my friends. I liked it. But then I actually noticed I was better at playing the games than my friends. I learned a lot about the tournaments and the possibility of making money, so I decided to do it for a living. As soon as I got the first results and I got my first paycheck for a tournament, well, I set myself the next goal to make more progress and in this direction, and then choose my main activity.
And how many hours a day do you spend in front of the computer?
6 to 7 hours a day.
Do you play only computer games or mobile ones as well?
Well, as for me, I play only computer games, and that's specifically just one game. But if you're an esports athlete in general, you can choose yourself. There are mobile disciplines, there are computer ones.
How often do you play tournaments? And who was your strongest opponent?
The strongest opponent was definitely world champion Magnus Carlsen, who I had a match with 4 years ago. And, well, the year 2020 is unfortunately very different from any other years because most tournaments were cancelled or chess was transferred to the internet. But if we're talking about earlier years, I took part in about 15 competitions all over the world.
How an esportsman can make money?
Well, if we take me as an example, Well, I play in tournaments and I get prize money for it. If you play as a team, you get money from the supporting organization. Plus, you also have passive income. If you know how to stream, you stream yourself playing games to an audience, then sometimes you get donations from people watching you. They send you some money. If you're a top streamer, you get money for ads. You make ads for brands and you also get paid for that. So altogether, a player's earnings come from, let's say, a combination of these things.
What is ping? All players say this word.
Well, to put it simply, a ping describes how much time it takes between you making an action and responding in a game. You make a click of the mouse and wait to get a response from the game. It depends on the tournament format. If the tournament is online and everyone is playing together, then the ping doesn't make a difference at all because you're playing from the same point. But if it's an online format, then the ping does matter because someone's playing in Europe, other teams are international, so this can change the results.
Are esports team or individual sports?
Well, it depends on the discipline, so the game on which you play. There are team and individual disciplines. For example, I specialize in Dota 2, and that's a team sport. We play 5 against 5.
You said a game can last 5 hours. Which was your longest record? What game was the longest?
I was 11 years old then. I was playing an opponent who was very strong. The game lasted 7.5 hours, nearly. Well, I managed to win and get first place. It was an extremely memorable game, but it was very, very long.
Do you compete against foreign athletes or only Russian ones?
It's all actually regulated by the competitions which we participate in. There's a Russian Cup, Russian Championship, where only people with the citizenship of one country can take part, national competitions, and then there are also international ones where different countries can compete. And one team can consist of, let's say, people from different countries.
I saw you wrote about the Queen's Gambit show. Would you recommend it for kids? Or is this show for more of an adult audience?
I think it suits a large audience, and that means being of interest to kids.
What's the difference between gamers and esports athletes?
Well, an athlete sets the goal of the result, while I'd say gamers, they play more for the fun of it. Check in. Misha, let's play?
Yes, of course.
Start the clock. Yeah?
Today I'm going to beat Sergey Karjakin.
Can we not film this part?
No.
All correct. This is the Spanish opening. So, my bishop's under attack. Shall we swap? Misha, you can only make a move using one hand. I'm preparing you for a tournament, a real one. Okay, Misha, your knight is under attack, but you didn't move him away. So I'll take him. One hand, remember? Yeah, that. Right. Check. Misha, you're not in a very good position. Should we call it a draw?
Well, okay.
Okay. Challenge.
Everyone thinks esports athletes live in virtual reality. Let's check if that's true. Year of which animal is coming next?
I don't know.
The ox. Where were the 2020 Olympics supposed to be held?
Tokyo.
Correct. Who was supposed to present Russia in Eurovision contest?
Little Big.
Correct. How many days are there in 2020?
365.
No, wrong.
It's a leap year.
366. Which social network became very popular this year?
Instagram? It
TikTok.
was TikTok.
I think answers were split 50-50. Okay, I'll accept it. Challenge completed.
Thank you.
Let's dream a little. If there was an opportunity to make a new piece, Karjakin, for example, how would it be moved?
What an interesting question. I've never thought about it, but it'd be really good if it could be the strongest piece of all. At the moment, the queen is the strongest piece, but the queen can't be moved like a knight, so maybe it would be a piece that could be moved like both these two.
It would be cool. But here's the question. Where should we put it? I wonder. Maybe we have to make all boards wider. And it would be good if we put it between king and queen. It would be logical, in my opinion.
There's a game called Chaturanga. It consists of 4 players, a large board, which is significantly bigger than a chess one.
Russian, if you can say so.
Yeah, I think that's where we could put the new piece, the Karjakin figure. Blitz quiz.
Are your parents proud of you for being a chess player?
I think they are, and I'm really glad that they raised me and taught me how to play chess.
How many steps a day do you make?
I think about 1,000, but I wish I could do more.
Do you think you're a famous person?
It all depends. Comparing to football players, I'm not, but in the chess world, I'm definitely famous.
What's the best about your job?
I like that I have an opportunity to create, that I can do creative work, create new combinations. I depend on no one, and I attempt to think of something new and surprise my opponents. I think it's very interesting.
Do you eat in front of the screen?
Yeah, I usually eat in front of the computer.
Are you happy while working?
Yeah, when I work, I get a lot of satisfaction, but I get the most happiness when I have a victory. When I win, yeah, I am. It all depends on the result.
Would you change your job if you were offered another one with more earnings?
I think no, because it's unlikely in another job I could be world champion. And in chess, here I was able to achieve such big titles. Oh, I don't think so, no.
I have another answer. No, you wouldn't change it because who else would be the best Russian chess player?
Fair enough. I chose my job for a reason. I mean, I like it. Therefore, there's no limit here to perfection. So the amount of money that I can make is a lot.
What do you hate about your job?
Sometimes it's hard when you, let's say, play a classical game. You make a move, but you have to wait about 40 minutes for your opponent to respond. You can't wait anymore, you don't know what to do. But in general, even that, it isn't a big deal.
And did your parents approve your choice?
At first, no, they didn't. There were conflicts, but over time, when you show results and you display your independence, you can live without them. Well, yes, they accept your choice. Emotions up.
Guys, I enjoyed it very much because I was visiting Sergey Karjakin, the youngest grandmaster of the world. Well, yes, he's still a queen and I'm the pawn. But one day, the pawn will be promoted to the queen.
Today, we had a cool guest. I really enjoyed it.